Catch rule. Here's what I was told. 2 feet down on the ground, football act. That's it. It's coming. Football act.
Yes, but then what's that mean?
It's simple.
So now we're going to parse out more language.
Here's what I was told. They took 20 catches, just like this, with football act, the Jesse James, the Dez, all that stuff. They showed it, and they took a vote in the room. Show of hands, catch, not a catch. Of the 20 some odd, 18 were unanimous. Catch. The other ones were split.
Do you know what those two plays were?
I do not know what those two plays were.
Was Des Bryant's a fumble then?
Des Bryant's was a catch and a touchdown. Because he corralled it and got in the end zone before he was touched. Catch, touchdown is what I was told what Des Bryant's catch was. When he said catch, touchdown, I'm like, well, wait a minute. He wasn't down yet. Got it and corrected and got it in the end zone. Touchdown. Catch, touchdown is what it was called.
So then the Zachers play in the Super Bowl.
Jesse James, catch, touchdown. I was also told by a member of the competition committee that the Kelvin Benjamin catch that we just showed here on the screen in New England that was taken away by replay was a seminal moment for replay. That indeed a conversation was, this is a catch, because on the field that's what it was called, and that it should stay as called because there wasn't anything completely compelling to overturn it, and no doubt about it that the way things were being officiated with replay this year, that we were going with replay to officiate it, not with the call on the field. I told you.
Right, but they should have done. They should have waited until this season to done that, and not in the playoffs.
You had a new guy in the office. Takes time. You had a new guy in Al Riveron. I'm telling you that the Kelvin Benjamin catch that was taken away in New England, a bunch of executives around the league of import were like, what gives? Jesse James touchdown, catch the ball, knee down on the ground, made a turn, end zone, score.
What about the Safarian Jenkins play?
The Safarian Jenkins play I did not ask specifically. Okay. But you will know. 2 feet on the ground, 1 knee on the ground, football act, you're going to see it. You're going to know it. You're going to understand it. Where the gray area will be in this is that what happens if somebody goes straight up and they come straight down and they haven't made a football act and the ball's popped loose.
In the end zone.
Or just in the end zone or in the field of play. And then there's going to be a gray area as to what is a football act and what's not. I would rather have that than what we're seeing now. And they just got to get the language down. This is what I was told in the catch rule. I'm like, now what about my rule to get this stupid fumble through the end zone out of football? The fumble through the end zone where the ball goes to the defense.
Right.
So defense gives up 95 yards. They give up a million play drive. And because somebody fumbles the ball through the end zone as opposed to the half-yard line, the defense gets the ball. If it's the half-yard line, the offensive player gets the ball back. And the answer was, I got back. It is what it is. Because they don't want to change the rule. And suddenly you've got everybody sticking the ball out and just basically throwing the ball at the pylon because they don't have the danger of having to fumble it through the end zone. There was even a conversation to change the rule to, if you fumble it going to the pylon and it goes through the end zone, you get the ball back, but you get it at your 20.
Right. Now that I could see.
But why would you, again?
But you're the one that's fumbling. Why should you get rewarded with the ball?
Pure happenstance. It's pure happenstance.
What if it's a great defensive play by the defense?
But the great defensive play by the defense should, if the great play by the defense knocks the ball out at the half-yard line, it's still a great play by the defense, but the offensive player gets the ball back from where you fumbled it. Just because the mere fact of just sheer luck that the ball bounces in a way that goes around the pylon and out the end zone, the defense gets the benefit of getting the ball back?
That's the way the ball bounces.
I don't think they're changing that. But the catch rule is going to get changed. It's coming, and then it turns referees into the American Idol judges as to what's a dance move or not. But I'm telling you, you can tell, you can see it, And they also like the idea that they're going to make it more consistent with running backs, that the ground can't cause a fumble. The same way right now, ground can cause an incomplete pass, but it shouldn't if you've already made the catch and you've made some sort of football act. Dez reaching for the end zone's a football act. Jesse James turning his body, reaching for the end zone's a football act. Calvin Johnson taking steps and then using the ball to basically prevent him from falling to the ground. That's a football act.
My biggest problem is that you're asking these players to consistently change the way they learn how to play football.
They're not. They're catching the ball and they're making an act. They're trying to get more yards. They're trying to score. And these guys are large and athletic enough, like Dez Bryant, to do something like that. Jesse James, to catch the ball and then knee down and then turn his upper torso to try and score.
And not hang on to it?
Just saying.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.